I pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
You guys all keep it down out there, please.
What a crowd, what a
Cameras,
crowd.
everything. Good.
All right, considerations of additions or deletions, we have none. Invitations to members of the audience to speak to items on the agenda. Okay. Communications, none, and reports, right to Dr. Blaze.
Right, so Lakeland by the numbers, as of yesterday, we were up one student from the month before, so we are at 1401, which places us 32 down from the end of our 24-25 school year.
Thank you.
A plus is good. And treasurer's report.
Okay. All right. So at the end of February, we're at 16% of the year. And we have collected $2.28 million or 18% of our expected revenue in the ed fund and $211,000 or, sorry, my eyes, 3.1% in our operations fund. Expenditure wise, we have expended $2.4 million in the ed fund, or 17.82% of our expenditure budget, or 19% of our revenue budget. And then operations, we have spent $1.3 million, or 17% of our expenditure budget, or 20% of our revenue budget. Expenses for February, our biggest one in the operations fund was our annual insurance renewal came out. We had a lot of like those annual things. I had some software come out that's an annual renewal. So it's kind of a month where we get hit again with just that kind of expenditure that now we won't see the rest of the year. So any questions for me? Let's see. Fun slides. See where we're landed for year to date and February numbers. We'll start to see some correction from January numbers of that free pay that we had in January. So that'll start kind of correcting itself here over the next couple months.
Does the board have any questions? Okay.
Okay.
I don't have anything specific to report on today, so we'll just move right to new business.
There we go. The first item is the Elysian agreement, and this is a school safety group that comes in and they have to walk in the buildings with us. This is part of our bond projects that we have for this year so that we can do some major master planning in the future and know what it is we need to plan for. So we started those walks today and we'll continue them tomorrow.
Well, does the cost for this come out of the bond?
Yes.
Okay. Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
So we have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing none. All in favor? Motion carries. 2 is the conflict of interest statements.
These are annual, and basically it is Dr. Blaze, James C. Lemon, and Jolene Rose. If they have any possible interest, meaning profit or whatever, because Tracy would vote on classified wages, James C. does the budget. It's just basically saying, I'm going to be good and not do anything. We have to do that annually. They sign it, and then we submit it to the board, to the state. And those are in for you guys to approve and sign.
Entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor? Motion carries. Classified handbook revisions.
Okay, there's 3 different revisions we have. With the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, we need to report our overtime in a manner that can be recorded to that 0.5 portion on our W-2. So I had to kind of revise how we are going to let our employees, in accordance to Indiana state law, use comp time. So it's going to just remain as overtime and be paid as overtime so we can have an accurate record, no conversion back and forth, just trying to make it as clean and easy as possible. So that's 1. 2 would be to, in regards to our administration personnel, there was a network administrator who resigned in January, was it? December. And Sam and I reviewed his positions, and we collectively, with Dr. Blaze, of course, decided we were going to eliminate that position and create another one that would be more functional for the department as a whole, and also be a central location for parents to come in and register their students. So it's going to be technology and register at the tech building. Went from a salary position to an hourly position, so we're saving a little money on that aspect too. It may develop to something more. We're just kind of trying out some new things to see how we can better utilize our staff. And then the last item is in transportation, and that is in regards to our Indy route for our deaf and blind school, revising how that is paid. Because we were having some overtime, and we needed to look at that. So that's the 3 changes in that. Other than that, everything else remains exactly the same.
And will that technology position will probably be reported?
The same as the former.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second. Is there any discussion? Any questions, board? Hearing none, all in favor? Motion carries. Now we'll move to 4.
The same as the right there.
So as part of our construction projects that we have with the bond, we were almost done with our cabling projects, and we've got some relocations of some stuff. So we did 3 separate proposals, an outside fiber to the ag barn, and then internal fiber because we have to relocate some closets as part of the construction of primary. And then of course the cabling associated with that closet relocation as well. Plus Wolcott Mills, that was the last building left that we hadn't touched. The cabling infrastructure down there is in really bad shape. So we ended up going with site-wise for our cabling and internal fiber provider for those 2 bids, and then Teledata is our outside fiber plant construction that handles that out to the ag barn. And one thing to note on that, E-rate, we're an 80-20 school, we only pay 20%. These are worst case scenario numbers because I don't know what the final design of the high school is going to look like yet. So these numbers are actually probably going to be higher than what the actual project cost is going to be once the design work and everything is finished. Primary should actually be less actual rework because of where they ended up putting the closet. All of this had to go out before the design work was finished. So we had to kind of do worst case scenario, and then it'll actually scale appropriately now that we have some design stuff coming in.
And our portion's paid by the bond, I'm not sure about that, right?
We can.
Well,
Yeah, it'll probably come out of bond.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry.
No, that's about what my question was.
Yeah, I think some of the cost, like our costs, our 20% will be probably wrapped up in with the bond.
Correct.
Like it just
Because
saves bond money by
Yeah.
being able to do this.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was my question. Is any of this gonna have to come out of the operations fund to get it completed?
We've got some other stuff that'll go with this we're gonna try and shovel through the bond. But this was done as a cost reduction, number one, for the district.
Yeah.
But also to kind of help offset expenditures with the bond as well. So that way there's a little bit more room in that. So that's the plan is
Yeah, it's
to, the plan is to push it through the bond. But
What would prevent that from happening?
Honestly, I don't really know because a
We
lot of the
don't,
work would
yeah.
have to have been done in the bond anyway because of the remodel and stuff. So yeah, the 20% should be paid by bond.
Right.
Like that's how I see it going
Right.
anyways. It'll be wrapped up with that.
Especially the run to the new maintenance building,
Yeah.
that's 100%.
yeah, that'll be paid out of the bond.
Yeah.
So, and that's not on there. We'll have a bid for that at a later date because I can't put that through E-rate.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
It has
So,
to be-
The
But-
ag barn qualifies, yeah, because it's a classroom. So,
But the good thing is since we're running it to the
Well,
ag barn,
I was gonna say,
right?
yeah, barn.
We're getting that far with it
only
and
a
then
couple
he's
hundred
gotta
feet.
go from ag barn to, to
so
complete that, so that helps.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
yeah. We've been trying.
And did you get a lot of people to bid on that?
So I got ready to put it out to bid, and then I found out that we were going to relocate the closet at the primary office, and then I had to pull the bid paperwork before it went out. So we had 2 people show up. We required a mandatory site visit, and only 2 people showed up to the site visit. So those were the only 2 people that could have bid, and we would have been able to even consider them. So we usually have 3 or 4. So the fact that because it was a very short window, like we should be fine. But typically we have 3 or 4 when we do these infrastructure projects.
So
So we're not
it would
terribly
have been
off.
nice if RMC would have got on the.
Well, this
E-rate
isn't.
stuff.
Yeah, that would be internet because this is all internal infrastructure. So, but
Okay.
yeah, they came in a year and a half.
All right, whatever. Okay, I entertain a motion to approve this E-rate bid.
So moved.
Can we do them separately because they're 2 different companies, pretty please?
Yep, we'll do, this is for a motion for A.
So moved.
We'll give Sue the second, and there isn't any more discussion. All in favor for A, motion carries. Now do I have a motion for site-wise, B?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, motion carries. Thank you for the explanation. Now this is the common school loan.
Yes. All right. So another way to help offset costs out of our operations budget is to use the common school loan. We're allowed by state law to ask for $140,000, and we came up with working with Sam with $82,407 that I'm going to ask for. It's for 20 panels to put on the high school, a panel for in here.
This one gets shuffled.
This will get shuffled out to another building, and then the 2 libraries?
2 libraries.
The 2 libraries.
Yep.
So LIS and LPS would be getting,
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
no?
One goes to learn to work.
Oh, learn to work, sorry,
Yep.
learn to work.
Yep.
And then LPS library, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Yep.
sorry. Okay, and then in an effort to help save some of the learn to work grant that we got, we're also going to ask for 21 Chromebooks to be paid for out of this with the corresponding software. Wait, not software.
There's no
the
software associated with it. Well,
The Google.
it's the Google Chrome license.
The license, sorry, the Google Chrome license. And then we took that out.
No,
We took that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just sorry,
Yep.
there was a lot back and forth. Just the Chromebooks. So that'll help save some money from the budget out of that with some additional expenditures we had that came up with remodeling the room over there.
Sewer pipe that was full of sawdust.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I said, well, can we, do that? And so we're going to to help save that. So we don't have additional cost coming out of the ops for that room remodel that, got a little bit more expensive than we thought, so.
And those Chromebooks go where?
To the Learn to Work program.
Learn to work.
Oh.
They're gonna
Yep.
stay in the room.
Yep.
So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
They are higher spec. Specifically, the requirement list for the hardware in those is substantially higher than the rest of the Chromebooks we buy for the district for the program itself. The price on those have gone up drastically since we got the quote for the grant last year, about a year ago. So they've gone up about $200 from where they were. So yeah.
20 for students and then 1 for the instructor is
Yeah.
what, we put in. So,
So it's like $82,000 when it's said and done.
yes, 82,107.
And that's paid back out of the debt service fund, right?
Yes.
All right, entertain a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any more discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Motion carries. All right, on to the employments, 6.
So under employment, we are making sure that we're reimbursing our teachers for the family nights that they are doing, dual credit classes, some that we had, I think, missed on the board meeting before when we approved some of those. Mr. Brand is gonna take on the job of sponsoring the 6th grade math club, so we got a lot of different sponsors.
Need
Yeah.
signups.
Recruiting.
Sponsors, clubs, and
Fifth and
coaches.
sixth grade.
Alright, hit him up tomorrow.
That is not something you would think about doing.
Botox happened to me, and I think he would like it. We also need 3rd and 4th grade signups.
Hang out.
I entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Motion carries. We are gonna move to 7, and that's 1, volunteer.
We have 1 volunteer to approve for the softball program.
Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor? Motion carries. Transfers, number 8.
I would just highlight Peyton Howley on there. I got to see him in action the other day when I was running around LIS, and he's doing a great job in the so it's just some transfers between positions in the district. But that's been a good one.
Entertain a motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? None? All in favor? Motion carries. We have some resignations in 9.
Yep, these look to be mostly coaches. We do have Skyanne Sloan, our student latchkey helper, is going to be leaving that position. And then we have Mindy Eisman, who has resigned her position and taken a new position with an online school program. So wish her the best of luck.
Skyanne is at the end of the year,
Yes.
She's going on to
college or whatever.
college.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, entertain a motion for 9, A through H.
So moved.
The motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Motion carries. 10 is the consent agenda.
Yes, we have 2 things on the consent agenda to highlight, and the first one is the technology registrar position that Melanie had talked about earlier. Having 1 centralized person to take care of registration for all 3 buildings, so parents have 1 person to talk to. We have 1 person entering the data, so it should, if we make this mistake, we should make the same mistake every time, which makes it a little easier to find and correct, but, so that we think will be a good position. They will also be a backup for Kay in all of our data and reporting that we do. So they're gonna be learning a lot of different things to help us out. And then I'd like to highlight the Wayne Insurance Group donation to Lakeland Primary School. It was a very nice surprise to get a $5,000 unrestricted gift to Lakeland Primary School.
Very nice. Entertain a motion to approve 10.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second, any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Motion carries. We are done. Public comments. Is there any public comments? I'm not gonna go through the spiel since there's no public here. Board member comments.
Nope. Not for me.
Okay. Calendar review. April Fool's Day.
Yep, no joke. Got a
No
meeting.
joke, we have a meeting here at 6:30. I have a motion to
So moved.
adjourn. Got a motion, a second, all in favor? Motion carries. Thanks for coming.
Man, a couple weeks.
Yeah. it's gonna be a
Uh,
teacher,
Praise